There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here.
Vinicius Junior!
That's another chance. And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Substitution for Algeria. Number 5, Joshua Kimmich. Number 1, Vitor Bahia. Coming on the field, number 17, Vadio. Number 16, Manuel Neuer.
And that's another throw. He's got away.
That's going in strongly.
It's run loose here. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vinicius Junior going full steam ahead down the left flank. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, played through for the wide man, and he's managed to get free. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's let fly. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that interception was most necessary. And a chance! Oh, that was venomous. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Neither side yet able to find the net. Neuer. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries from a long way out.
Zanetti.
And now they can clear their lines. And it's Cruyff. And it's been played through. Picked out. It's Van Basten! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And we have our very first corner. Rashford plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Figo. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Oh, what about that? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit more dramatic when the frame of the goal plays its part.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, easy pickings there. Gerrard. Figo. Figo, he gets big! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's neat. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Figo taking charge of the dead ball. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Knocks it into space. Roberto Baggio. Vinicius Junior. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tries to pass it through. Crosses it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Tries to play it through. Rashford going full steam down the flank. Roberto Baggio! That is decidedly lacking.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that is one way to stop him. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the first half is done. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter.
And
now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Here we go again then. And it's Gerrard. Great vision. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that has left him in a heap. Cruyff. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. a sensational save! And now they can spring out of defence. It's hit the uprights, and it's in! It is no contest, it is a landslide. Sharp, simple, satisfying, he just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there, right place, right time, easy pickings.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against boys. He's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff finds himself offside.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Gerrard does really well to win the ball there.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Scholes.
The attendance
And that has put paid to that.
80,607.
He's had it taken off him. Van Basten. Great ball, and he's in here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rijkaard. Oh no, this can he finish? And another try! They've done it! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So a chance here, what can they make of it? And he seemed certain to get the sixth. Gerrard does well to stand firm and defend it. Figo. Oh, super ball. It's Van Basten! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that has been cleared. Algeria have the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. And he welcomes it in. Shot at goal!
The goal scorer.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Steven Gerrard.
Now it's it's Cruyff. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. He's found a way through. Here. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Neuer, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
Shoots! And he couldn't keep it down.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Pedri. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cruyff.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He won't be happy with that one. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Rashford. Rashford is onto this. That ball looks a good one. Look at the space and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has been cut short. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That looks a good ball through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
6 added minutes has been
Dealt
indicated.
with nicely by the defence. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's one-on-one. Oh, shooting chance! Keeper always had the measure of that. Algeria have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Serginho looking for the run. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, what a mistake! Figo! He's having a shot! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And it's Pedri. And that may well be that. That is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Van Basten on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man.
Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
everybody,
a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have cited him as the greatest striker of all time, but what in your eyes made him that, Jim?
Well, in a word, Everything, Peter. He had it all. Pace, power, technique, vision, dribbling, strength in the air. He's a cut above the rest in all departments. And brilliant imagination.
Bigo. He rises! Has fallen kindly here. Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good steal, he just read it. And it's Beckham. Nicely shaped ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries to play it through. And he was quick to react. Aimed beyond the defence. And now the breakaway. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Figo. Beckham. Can he spark a counter here? Now, can they get him away? Great chance! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 14 minutes,
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Berbatov, and he's onside. He's got away. Chance! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Still very early doors, but it is a closely... And Guti! Oh, yes, it's there! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Knocks it into space. Otto deals with that comfortably. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Berbatov. Cruyff concedes a free kick for that. Oh, that's ambitious. Nice looking ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Sunny. And they can counter here. Messi. Great vision. He has found the way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had
Good chance for a shot! Guti.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Shot could be on. Brilliantly cut out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Played into space out wide. He's in a great position here. Header! He has done it! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And now he has two.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Galatasaray get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, great defending. That needs... Tries a shot! They've done it! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. Here we go again. Now it's Cruyff, looking for options for movement. Guti going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Berbatov. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So now the difference is 3. Looking to play him in. Guti.
They've got to make...
No, that was never... And here's Berbatov. Rigid and robust. Rodri threads one in. Now it's Sané. And he's managed to gift it back. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's a cute ball. Galatasaray with the corner. They're first. Picked out brilliantly. He gets big. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just the keeper to beat. Plenty to wait. Can he finish? In for the pieces. It's there. Just cruising. They are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy. He's going for goal! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Odo. Now it's Sané. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Beckham with the short one. Flashes it across. And that has been knocked clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Rudiger. Neymar picks it up out wide. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cleared without complication. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Odo, who's set up one goal so far. He's in space and looking for options. Nicked it back promptly. Great ball. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Galatasaray playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. And here's Messi. And this is Neymar. Terrific header! It's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So is this the start of a comeback?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Serginho. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's picked it up out wide. And that's aimed into the middle. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! Pomp, panache and passion! This, a man full of it all! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Real chance! He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
It's also the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his caliber.
Berbatov! Palmeiras are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Gattuso, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neatly clipped into space. And he gets rid in a hurry. Gattuso tries making a foray down the right. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's definitely not his best. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Messi. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Cruyff. And Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
Palmeiras with the corner, they're first. Howson with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Well, that's well seen too.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Inter Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now, can they get him away? And it's Figo. Now it's Figo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a sharp pass. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
No, it's not getting there. Chiellini gets rid without sophistication. And that has put paid to that. Great vision. Berbatov. Oh, Rashford! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's found a way past. And Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Palmeiras have their second corner now. And the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Palmeiras really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Beckham standing over it. Van Basten! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Half an hour played now. And this is Deco.
Oh, great feet, that.
And this is Berbatov. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. And that pass is somewhat... Oh, they could be caught out here.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Rashford knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. Berbatov gets flagged offside. And that's been won straight back. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Rijkaard! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Throw in. Cafu. Vigo looking to run onto it. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That's an imaginative pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Cruyff. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. Up he goes! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Inter really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Inter Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again then. Beckham. Rijkaard. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Figo. Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? Berbatov gets into a good position. And this is Berbatov. Now it's Van Basten. Beckham. Looking for a runner. Good read, needed to be. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. He's got away with one there. Zanetti. Not the most accurate pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Cruyff. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's cut it out.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Rashford receives it in a good position here. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Berbatov. Rashford. There's the shot! Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Played towards the front line. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. And Messi! Caught offside that time. Gattuso looking for the run, and he's picked out the run.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Berbatov, Rashford, and that's a simple one for the keeper. He's looking wide, looking to play him in. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's rather hopeful. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Baresi wins the duel this time. Looking for options for movement. It's a searching pass. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball. That is a crunching tackle. They want to be quick to recover this. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's a sharp little ball here. Shifted it to the flank. It looks a good ball through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's straight offside. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cafu. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. And he lines up a... He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Gattuso. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Inter Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Berbatov taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions here in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And that gets things running.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course, he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members, maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Rice tries to clear.
Looking here to chip it through. And it's Kutchu. And they can counter here. Mbappe goes steaming forward. Donatoni. And he lines up a cross.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to belt it away. And that is out of play. And it's Serginho.
Foot in.
Donatoni. And we have our very first corner.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Bojan, great vision. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way.
He's through, it's one-on-one. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. 1-0, never any doubt.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Bojan. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for a runner. It's a sharp pass. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. Now that's well seen too. Can he get on the end of this? And he's whipped it across. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the volley. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And they're quick to get it back.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Cruyff. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Berbatov. Bigo could try cutting in some terrific header. Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He's had it taken off him. Cruyff. Oh, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He has found the way through.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Rice. And Donatoni. Now it's Mbappe. Bojan. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Donatoni. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Serginho. Tries to pass it through. Costa Curta. Kupchu. Oh, good spread. Now it's Figo. Now that looks a decent ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Here's the whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Inter Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Cambio di giocatori.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Ambitious ball here. And this is Berbatov, and this is Forlan. Good read, needed to be. And this is Berbatov. He's had a shot! 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That pass has been well intercepted. He's got away. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15. Lascia il campo per il numero 25.
Sanchez has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion. Figo! And how did he not make it 4? And it's Kukçu. Oh, no joy this time. And now they can spring out of defence. Berbatov.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bellingham. Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! That's really well cleared.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Figo gets into a good... Oh, smashing header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! It is no contest, it is a landslide.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato al 59esimo
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's picked out the run. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Guti! And that has flown over. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Bellingham. Serginho. Hakimi. Mbappe! Mbappe! Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's a pretty loose pass. Kukçu. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! Goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And the shot! He scored! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage.
Oh, what has happened here? Turns and goes back. Cafu running with the ball. He's gone for goal! Oh, he really got hold of that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Donatoni, and he's intervened well there. Quality ball. Berbatov. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. Raya will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Hoisted in. Shoots! They've scored! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Hakimi.
Celtic really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Oh, he's burst through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Guti, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance.
Oh no, this does not look good. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Zanetti has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That is a crunching tackle. And that was very necessary. Guti. Now the delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Kukcu. And here's Berbatov. Tries to play it through. Figo delivers. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And that's that. Inter Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Forlan, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
So we're up and running.
Luis Figo, now there's a class act.
I can't disagree with that.
Well, he loves to roam across advanced midfield positions, but his most natural position is on the right side, where he uses a very clever brain to go and create.
Tries to thread one through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
And he's in on goal. He's Berbatov!
Cannavaro tries to pass it through.
Swing gets his head on it!
Bale. Pull it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Eto'o is the guilty party there.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Shot a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
So, a breakthrough already.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's fabulous. Flashes it across.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gets into some space. Oh, no circumventing this opponent.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. He is just caressing the ball.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Rijkaard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And the shot! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pull it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sends it crossfield. Veron. That's cause for mild irritation. Veron is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Figo. Can he get it through? Pings it across. And the keeper beats it away. Thinks one through.
Defending was strong and firm.
Now it's Eto'o. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pull it. Oh, what a mistake! Cannavaro. Best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the shot! Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Threads one in. Deco plays it in. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
And somehow it stayed out. Rijkaard.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Pass somewhat off target.
Il
It's
quadro uomo
Vigo.
indica 2 minuti di
Looking to
recupero.
play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Xavi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, what a ball! And the referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. There's the start of the second half. Deco, given the lift of his goal. Berbatov. Vigo. Vigo going. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Viene sostituito con il numero 13, Zanetti.
No, again there's no way through. Not the most convincing of passes. Chiellini. Not the most accurate pass. Best. He's found a way through. Oh, they could be caught out here. Figo. And Berbatov. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nicely shaped cross. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Cruyff really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's a sharp little ball here. Italy needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Caught offside that time. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Cannavaro. Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Looking for the run. Deco. And he's managed to... And Deco! Pull it. And it's Bale. Looking for options for movement. Zanetti delivers. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Rijkaard. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 9. Bale.
Cannavaro.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 4.
Back towards the
Il
middle.
numero 14.
That's
Cambio di
Vieira.
giocatori.
And it's Vieira. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Cannavaro. Chiellini. Looking tidy in possession here. It's a really well-measured ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Good ball, good take. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Neto. And he's straight offside. Now it's Rashford. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vieira. Pull it.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Serginho. Swept in. And that has been clubbed away. Pele carries the ball down the right. Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pull it. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 26, il numero 8. Attenzione, un cambio.
Ruben Dias. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Played out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Climbs up big! Oh, off the bar! (3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Chiellini. Pele. Costa Curta. Time added on 4 minutes. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rijkaard. And it's Baggio. It's run loose here. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Van Basten. Well, that looks a decent ball. Serginho. Cross float, terrific header. In he goes again. He's delivered all right.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Deco. They're back in possession and ready to go again. It's Park Ji-sung. And the pass is intercepted. Deco. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lazio were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff. And they've got a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. This their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Rodri. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that is a nice touch. Aimed beyond the defence. Zanetti has it out wide and in space. Rodri clears it away. And Yaya Toure! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Mateus wins the duel this time. Rodri looking for the run. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cleared without complication. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Figo. Van Basten. Mateus. Pedri. Now it's Batistuta. He's looking wide. Now it's Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Figo. Van Basten. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, smashing header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. And that's too far for anyone. Rodri is there, and he can pick it up. And that has put paid to that. Cruyff. And once more, he proves rigid and robust.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Figo. And this is Van Basten.
Pretty robust defending.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Figo considers his options. An opportunity then to pull clear here. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Can he get onto this? He's had it taken off him. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. It's Park Ji-sung. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Cruyff is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to...
Oh, what a mistake! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Still just a single goal between the sides. Mateus. Oxlade-Chamberlain sends it crossfield. Now it's Park Ji-sung. He has found a way through. Opts to play it back. Brilliantly cut out. And he's there to clear it. Referee's given a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Toure does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good-looking ball. Out to the right, and this is Rosicki. Oh, that's fabulous. Played into the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ball is over the line. Lazio looking to pass their way through. Now it's Barcola. He's got away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's having a shot!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Adams. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Now it's Barcola. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup, and that was nowhere near his best.
Lazio really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Cleared away, and it's Rosicki. Probing pass. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Johan Cruyff. Number 14, Deco. Coming on the field, number 18.
Well, it's Batistuta.
Rashford. Number
Looking here to
41,
chip it through.
Rice. Substitution.
Bojan. Look at the... Tries a shot! He's scored! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Elects to cross. Back in once more. Header! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Lazio complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
There will be 3
Barcola.
minutes added time.
Barcola takes a look up. Zanetti was in no mood for any of that. Vigo. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Great vision. Bojan. And here's Rashford. And this is goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the... Oh, he's been caught napping! Hoisted in. Rudiger. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank.
There's the shot! Yes, he's done it! And surely that has won the day! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Rashford. Offside again. De Ligt. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Back into the middle. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Donnarumma, in the context of the game, he must save it. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And he's missed altogether.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And we have our very first corner. Donnarumma claims comfortable. Fenerbahce are looking to go forward now. And this is Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. Tries from distance. And it's Figo. Zanetti in acres of space out wide. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Played in terrific header. And he hits the net. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
And the shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was...
That's rather hopeful. And this is Messi. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And this is Neymar. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, what has happened here? And he's straight offside. Well, they've got it again. Now, can they get him away? Guti, and Guti! Oh, what a ball! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lofted in. Oh, he's been caught. Rashford! And how did he not make it four? It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And this is real chance! Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bernardo Silva! No, that's just wide.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Serginho, lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Messi, and he's had it nicked away. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Nicely shaped ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, super ball! Messi. And it's Guti. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Neymar. Makaleli. Played out to the left flank. Spread it left. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Rashford. Now, who's going to be first to this?
There will be
Well,
3
he's not
minutes
happy with that
added
challenge,
time.
but the referee has let it go. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Chiellini has been sent off.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Hakimi, Bernardo Silva, Serginho, he has found the way through. Chance! Vigo has created one goal already.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a really well-measured ball. Hoisted in. Serginho. And the first 45 minutes are up. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And the shot! No mistake! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Serginho. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Distributed tidily. Figo. Fenerbahce needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a...
Can he finish? Serginho.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Can he get on the end of this?
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Yep, it's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Figo with the short one. And that is out of play. Serginho's cross. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, easy pickings there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cruyff. It's a mighty effort! No, it's wide.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. De Ligt. Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Zanetti. Looking for options for movement. Now the ball in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. Figo delivers. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And he's managed to get free. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
So who's he going to be aiming for here? And it's Cruyff. Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Bernardo Silva. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. He's in plenty of space here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable...
It's Rashford!
Oh, denied at the last.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
They're up to 5 corners now. Cleared without hesitation. Good effort from distance. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Great oh, what a mistake! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Chance here to counter.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, power or guile? What's it going to be? This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Oh, there was plenty on that.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Cruyff. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Neymar, looking for the run. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Costa Curta. There he goes, motoring forward. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Hakimi. He's shifting through the gears here.
And a chance! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Can he get it? Oh, he's been caught on it here. He is through here. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Rashford, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of...
Oh, smashing header! He can get that clear.
Looking for the run. And this is Messi. Always onto this. Nesta attempts a clearance. Cafu. Ambitious ball here. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Cleared without complication.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Played into space. Well read, nice interception. Cafu. Here's Guti. Nicely intercepted. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Chiellini gets good distance on it. Here's a sharp little ball here. It's played through for him.
And the shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Galatasaray are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That's good play. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
He might be... Real chance! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. That looks a cracking ball.
He is through here.
Forlan. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Yaya Toure
Can so cleverly bypass the press.
Forlan.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Zanetti. Delivered in. Nicely spread. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Tries to play it through. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Guti. Now that looks a decent ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nesta. And back to the keeper. That's really well cleared. Nesta.
Ball driven towards the far post.
O'Shea with the clearance. And that's an excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Defending was strong and firm. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Big header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. Bojan. That is ended up in no man's land. Figo. Cafu. That's an imaginative pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Can he get on the end of this? Brilliantly cut out. Adams lays it forward. And this is Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Inter Milan 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. So we're just settling back into this second half. And it's Bojan. It's a promising position. Now it's Bojan, lofted in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Toure puts his foot on the gas, tries to pass it through. Could be danger here, and Yaya Toure sticks it away. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro. And Adams.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Cruyff. Guti. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gattuso. Chiellini producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Galatasaray have reclaimed it. Yaya Toure. Now it's Puskas. Time and again they are repelled.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gattuso, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Forlan. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's been slipped through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Referee's given a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. O'Shea. Schneider. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cafu. Looking to play him in. And this is Cruyff. Drives it in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Puskas. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Bojan. Now he's off and running. Pinches it off him. Threads one in. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Takes a shot! Keeper is right behind it.
Puskas clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Schneider. Oh, and that pass just didn't quite work. Cafu. O'Shea. Just 5 minutes left. Schneider. Guti. And this is Cruyff. Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Cambio di giocatori.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he's there to clear it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti. Here's Nakata. Now it's Rivaldo.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Nicely weighted ball. Gattuso promptly onto that, and that is that. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Cruyff taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
So that's got things underway.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
So I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball.
Rashford. Oh, just... And a chance! Oh, he's been... And again! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
And that's definitely not his best. Del Piero. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
It's Rashford! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
That is a little undercooked. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
He is through here. Great ball. There's the shot. It's there.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Big header. They've scored. And they're at it again in double quick time. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Vigo could try cutting inside here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Ah, he's given it away. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Neither of these two want to come off second. He's gone for goal!
It's a loose ball. Tries to cross.
Inter really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Figo clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. They're urging it.
Cruyff!
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's got away. Foot in. Vigo gets good distance on it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Yeah,
he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Doué receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Oh, it's in! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a mighty.
He was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And now he has two. Inter Milan are shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's there to belt it away. Good ball, good take. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's come to nothing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Nice control. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Figo. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. It's Roberto Carlos.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's De Bruyne.
Ci saranno 3
De
minuti di
Bruyne cuts a
recupero.
frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Clipped into space. And that has been clubbed away. Messi looking for a runner. Nicely worked. Forlan has it out wide and in space. There's the whistle for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. How taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up?
Inter Milan have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already.
Cambio di giocatori.
And we're off again. Looking to play him in. He has a look up. Look at the space here. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against... Gets his head on it! It's in! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, they have a goal, and he shoots! Oh, terrific save.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Del Piero. De Bruyne. Roberto Carlos. And they've got a throw. Now it's Olise. Deco. That's been slipped through. And that pass isn't the best. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, super find. He's found the way. Takes a shot! Oh, that's incredible!
Look, all they want to hear right now is...
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Olise has a shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Cruyff. Aimed beyond the defence. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. A header! And they've got rid.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. No, he's not getting any further than that. Beckham, Costa Curta has given away a free kick. Costa Curta has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And he's been shifted off it. Deco. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? Olise picks it up out wide. Roberto Carlos. De Bruyne. Now it's Forlan. Over to the left. And he's on a charge. Del Piero. Lovely feet. Baresi too strong for his opponent there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And there's the shot! Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That has been slung wide. And Del Piero! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Shot a goal! And he steered it beyond the post.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Olise! And he's heaved it away. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. Now it's Del Piero, turns and goes back. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Real chance! Oh, denied at the last. Figo.
Il quarto uomo indica
De
4
Bruyne.
minuti di recupero.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Knocks it into space. De Bruyne in acres of space out wide. Del Piero. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. That's good vision. Olise is onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Figo. An instinctive delivery. And it's came by the keeper. That's at the end. Inter Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Cruyff, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Invitiamo a guardare il maxi schermo per
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
So that's got things underway.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
He has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
Now it's Owen, and it's O'Shea. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Rashford. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi. Now it's McManaman. And that should get the job done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And this is Cruyff. Spread out to the left. And it's Cruyff. And he's lost. And Cruyff! He's gone for goal. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
In once more.
Early ball out from the back. Now it's McManaman.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Leicester did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos. Hermes is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, it's McManaman. Goes for goal! Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played into space. McManaman going face-to-face with his great rival. McManaman unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cruyff, and this is Cruyff. It's come through and he's had a quick look. It's a mighty effort! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
That'll be a throw.
look, then plays it in. Oh, well played, well played. Threads one in. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Rashford. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Deco. Deco stood his ground strongly. Rashford. Oh, important interception. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Deco was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to get free. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Out towards the flank. Deco. Now it's Figo. Now that looks a decent ball. Zanetti is in a really... There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Figo. It's a searching pass. Now that's well seen too. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Il quarto gol indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Cruyff. He's on it, can he get away? They're urging him to shoot. Serginho gets into some foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the key...
And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Inter Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And this is Ibrahimovic. Danger averted for now. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming. Aimed beyond the defence.
He's in space and looking for options.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
To increase the lead.
Saved! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
And this is Owen. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rashford is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a loose ball.
Steve McManaman really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Owen.
Owen!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No way through there.
Now, can they get him away? And he's got the beating of his man.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Bigo ready to try one.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Bigo! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Not the most accurate pass.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's a sharp little ball here.
It's Ibrahimovic! Good save. Keeper read that well.
Well, you can't fault him for his confidence, nor his willingness to have a go at that. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Messi, very much a man of this moment.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Somewhat off target.
Porto really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cruyff demonstrating his defensive quality there.
There's no flag. Yep, it's a corner.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
It's
9.
their second corner of the
Numero
game.
4. Deco. Numero 15. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Porto
18.
are looking to
Il
go
numero
forward
8.
now.
Gerrard. Il numero 14.
Ernest. Oh, this is a very good run.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Messi. Ernest showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Quality ball. Opts for safety. Oh, that's a key interception. Leicester with the slide tackle there. That has been cut short. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Just about within shooting range. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Very much into the last knockings.
Il quarto uomo
Ibrahimovic.
indica 2 minuti di recupero.
The less said about that pass, the better. And he can clear it away.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, where can I start? There's so much to admire in this team and how they went.